exercising regularly but still not losing weight, belly fat, or not seeing the results over 40, you might be making one of the biggest workout mistakes for women over 40s that keeps the fat loss stalled and you don't even realize that. In this video, I will break down exactly why the fat loss over 40 can feel so tricky, the biggest mistake that women do with their workouts, and what to do to boost metabolism, preserve muscle, and burn belly fat. If you are over 40s and struggle with the weight loss over 40s, with the stubborn fat, with the slow metabolism, then this video is definitely for you because you can achieve sustainable results with the right approach. Number one workout mistake, and why is it so important, why is it so big, why it has got such a big effect on the whole fat loss and weight loss? Well, the biggest mistake is relying too much on the cardio and forgetting about the strength training. Many women think that spending hours on the treadmills, bicycle rides, or doing the high intensity interval training, this is the best way to lose fat and the belly fat. Well, don't get me wrong, the cardio is great, it's burning a lot of calories while you're doing it. However, too much cardio without any resistance workout, it can actually slow down your metabolism and in the end, the fat loss. So why is it like that, Max? Well, I'm glad you asked, so here it is. The metabolism relies on the lean muscle. So if we can build lean muscle, preserve the muscle, then obviously our body burns more calories while at rest. However, if we start skipping the strength training, obviously the muscle mass reduces, and that means that the metabolism will slow down and it will make the weight loss, fat loss much harder. Another thing is, too much cardio can spike the stress hormone like cortisol, which encourages the fat storage around midsection, around the belly, and then also increases the cravings for the sugar and refined carbs. Hey, I think I shared with you some great stuff already. So before we jump on to the next section of this video, could you do me a favor and smash that subscribe button? It costs you nothing, well, 2 seconds of your life, but it will help me massively to grow and keep helping to share the fat loss tips that are simple for the women over 40. Muscles is your metabolism best friend. However, less muscles equals less calories burned at rest, which is why so many women are work out every single day but see so little fat loss or the stubborn belly fat. Overdoing the cardio raises the cortisol, and this one will slow down the metabolism and encourages the fat loss accumulation for over 40s. Even when you do the exercises daily but too much cardio without the strength training, this is what keeps women away from achieving their weight loss and fat loss goals being over 40. Okay, Max, so what's the solution? Well, here it is, the strength training and the smart cardio. So if you are the woman over 40, you have to prioritize the strength training and keep the cardio moderate. So I'm not saying skip the cardio, no, still keep it, but not at that high level. And also concentrate on the compound movement, and these are the exercises that will target more muscle groups at the same time, and that will mean that we will build more muscles, burn more calories, and then boost our metabolism. So the one mistake I want you to avoid with the exercising is doing too much isolated exercises, because these exercises have less impact on the calories burned. Max, but I don't know which exercises are the compound movement. Well, here I've got the example for you. So the first one would be the squats that will target your quads, your hamstrings, your glute, your core. Then you've got the deadlifts that will target your back, your glutes, your hamstring. Then you've got the lunges that will target your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes. You've got the push-ups that will target your chest, your shoulders, your triceps, your core. And then you've got the rows that will target your biceps, back, and the shoulders. Okay, Max, but there is one problem. I don't have the access to the weights. Well, this is not a problem because I can still perform these exercises, so like squats, lunges, glute bridges, planks, push-ups, but using the weight of your own body. And to make them more challenging, you will, for example, just slow down the tempo. Or another thing is, you can use these resistance bands, and they are easy to get them from Amazon or the eBay, and you can store them away easily when you finish your workout. So yeah, and these are really good to mimic the dumbbell movement. And here is my workout tip. So do something like 3 compound exercises per session with 3 to 5 sets of 10 reps. And this strategy will preserve the lean muscles, help with the fat loss over 40, and improves the metabolism. And as I mentioned before, we are not skipping the cardio, we still keep it in the plan. So do something like 2 to 3 sessions per week, moderate sessions, so something like bicycle ride or some short intervals, or it's just a simple jog. And while you're resting, you still move, but not something crazy. It's just a gentle walk, and especially after the meals, it's just to support the digestion and reduce the bloating. And while we are on the subject of the bloating, if you haven't watched my video about the truth about the bloating after 40s, then definitely watch this one after this video. So here is the simple example for the weekly plan for the women over 40. So on Monday, you would perform the strength training, so the compound movement, body weight exercises, or using the resistance bands. On Tuesday, you would do light jog, light cardio. On Wednesday, you would perform the strength training again. On Thursday, you could perform like a bicycle ride. Then on Friday, the strength training again. And then on Saturday, again, light cardio. Or you could just go for the hike. And hikes are really amazing for the fat loss. And on Sunday, you would just rest, but you would still move a little bit, like just go for the quick walk. So as you can see, the strength training is prioritized, cardio is just supportive. So this is the perfect balanced fat loss program for the women over 40. Okay, so let's summarize it. So the number one workout mistake that women over 40 do is just doing too much cardio and skipping the strength training. By doing the compound movements, body weight exercises, and using the resistance bands, this will help you to preserve the muscle, boost metabolism, and finally burn belly fat. And before you start screaming at me saying like, Max, you can't choose where the fat will come off first. Yes, you're absolutely right. However, if you've got the proper nutrition, strength training, and the cardio, I promise you that finally you will lose that belly fat. So if you find this video useful, then you have to do this next strength training exercise. Press the subscribe, press the like button, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my future videos where I'm sharing the sustainable lifestyle for the women over 40s. And of course, share this video with your friends who are over 40s and still struggling with the weight loss and the fat loss. But right now, peace out.